Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. What do we love most about Fridays on Expresso? Well, besides counting down to some weekend fun, it also has to be the fashion inspo. And where do we get that fashion inspo, you ask? What? Yes, we get it on the Fashion Fix, on Vogue and on time. And we're kicking off your Friday with only the most current in fashion news and trending right here at home and across those stylish seas. Yes, I said all of that. And here bringing some serious fashion feels, it's our Expresso fashion editor Nick Strelitz and content strategist Seth Shezi. Gentlemen, pose for us. Give us a cha-ching, cha-ching, and cha-ching. Looking good.
Sorry, I always do the leg up. I don't know why that's my go-to.
It's weird, it's weird.
It's weird, I'm sorry.
All right, Seth, so let's start off with you first and give us a bit of a rundown of what's happening globally on the fashion scene right now. What are some of the news stories that have emerged this week?
Yes, well, basically this week, hot off International Women's Day yesterday. So it's all about women. And you've been having a lot of expression using fashion that is used to also address situations in communities and societies. And Vogue is sort of trying to do that with diversity and also bringing the stories forward in terms of women and how they're treated in the workplace and stuff like that. So now what we've seen, a new series that they've introduced on the YouTube channel, which is very popular, is the refugee stories, where Vogue is actually highlighting and profiling models who are starting out in the huge scene, like as you can see there, who come from countries where they've had to flee, and now they're actually in the forefront of being the next emerging trend of new models. This we're seeing with people like Chanel, for instance, who's a model from Sudan, and she fled there, and she basically used fashion as a way of actually finding her kind of like respite. Angok Mayan, also, she also from South Sudan, who had to flee from her family who was trying to sort of get her to get married in a very abusive situation. She also used fashion as a way of like escaping, going to New York, and she ended up being like a supermodel for Dawn van Postenberg. Now, this has proliferated sort of more mainstream and gone as far as Barbie, who's actually starting to introduce the more mainstream and curvier sort of like shaped women.
Yes, we've seen that
as well as career women. So this is actually a Barbie under Amelia Earhart, who's the first female to fly solo across the Atlantic. Now there's a Barbie around her. And further on, more recently, remember the movie Hidden Figures?
Yes, I do. I love that movie.
Exactly.
That movie.
Well, now to sort of show that even girls at a young age can aspire to be career women, a black lady who was very instrumental in the moon landing, she's actually now been profiled as a Barbie. So bringing diversity to even the young kids.
That is absolutely brilliant and great to see, like you say, heroes being sketched out now in figurines like Barbie, and now young ones have more to celebrate and to aspire to as well. All right, so moving it from the international to the local, what's happening on the fashion scene in SA?
Listen, a lot of times we celebrate the models, the fashion insiders, the celebs in front of the camera. Well, we are taking behind the scenes. It's all about celebrating those individuals and paying homage to the ones making it work behind the scenes. So Marie Claire's just released their annual list of image makers. This is the image makers for 2018. Everyone you need to know who's pushing South African fashion and the narrative forward. We've got the old guard, we've got the new guard. It's incredible. It's a beautiful mix of old South Africa and new South Africa. So I'm going to run through just very quickly some of the sort of old guard and the sort of, so from icons, we're talking about Ulrich Knobloch.
Just well done on just pulling it out there.
Thank you so much, butchered his name. He's a fashion photographer, but he's done a lot of work in the townships as well, fusing this sort of real-world South Africa with fashion. He's photographed Gigi Hadid, Robin Wright Penn, no Penn, excuse me, she's Robin Wright. That's my bad. Okay, so Ulrich, we've got Sadiq Riacliff. Oh my God, give me a break, some of these names. Yeah, he's the go-to guy for hair in South Africa. He's done Boiti, he's done Bassi, Charlize as well.
My
talk about the trifecta.
What a CV.
What a CV. Clara Banks, I know this girl, she's absolutely amazing, super down to earth. She's the go-to for makeup. If you want your face beat, you go to Clara. She's done Banang, she's done Ayanda, incredible things. The new guard, these are the up-and-comers. We can't not talk about new guard and not talk about Quena Beloyi. She is amazing. A stylist, like on the nth degree. She was photographed in Florence for Italian Vogue. She's bringing an African aesthetic worldwide. I mean, look at her, look at her steeds.
The feels, come on.
And then Bomzi Lekhuru, she is doing amazing things in hair innovation. I mean, she's playing with an African aesthetic, African hair, and throwing it.
Can we just talk about that for a second?
That's gonna cut a B.
My word, no wonder her name is Bomzi.
But Kat, there's one image maker who was left out of this. One image maker who brings tears to my eyes. Someone I'm very close with. Why wasn't this used on that last page, Marie Claire?
Oh,
Well,
I
okay, I'm
never
coming after you.
espered it.
Look at this smile, the style to build a nation, right?
You are my favorite person in the world. But anyway,
wanted to throw that in
that's
there.
only all you need to know right now about the fashion fix and fashion news from all around the fashionable world. But don't go anywhere, because next up, or later on in the show, we'll be doing a little bit of fab or fail with our style squad.